Okay, we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Alive on Monday. We're in Gardnerville, Nevada, which is by South Lake Tahoe, Reno, Northern Nevada area. We do have a brick and mortar shop here. We're open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 to 4 or anytime by appointment. So we are just going to kind of wait till some people log on. We did kind of a fun thing over the weekend. We experimented with a live auction, like a silent live I guess it's not live because it was a silent auction. Hey Brenda, how are you? Happy Monday. So we did a silent auction on Fabric Chicks Stitch Along. So if you haven't joined Fabric Chicks Stitch Along, it's a private Facebook page. We would love for you to join. That's where you can post what you're working on and kind of keep up with what's going on at Fabric Chicks. Hey Carolyn and Victor, welcome. So I'm just going to show you real quick in case you missed the live, the silent auction on Fabric Chicks Stitch Along. We're going to try doing it every Friday. My goal is to post it on Friday and then have it run through Sunday evening. So I'm just going to show you because it's crazy to me the good deals that these people got. So I'm just going to show you real quick. And so if you're the winner, you know that you won. Also, if you want I have some bamboo and 80/20 batting scraps. If you want those, they're free. Just let me know and we'll get those into your baskets. Just type in batting. But here is a yard of Debbie Mum, vintage Debbie Mum Noah's Ark fabrics with the border print. Sharon got that yard for $5. Then we have Sharon got this for $3. Look at all of the stuff that was in here. And I know it's kind of hard. We didn't do a very good job at, this is all like a Moda fabric jelly roll cut into strips. So it's a project like I'm pretty sure you can do something with. Then this one is another project with half square triangles. This was a mystery bag. Here is a spice cake, uses 10-inch squares or yardage. And then here's what some of them look like. Then here is the fabric to make that entire project. So these are already sewn together. They just need to be cut the way the pattern says. Already sewn together blocks, a billion of them. So this goes with this goes with this. I'm pretty sure this was that original project. So 2 complete projects in here. And take a guess of how much this went for. Just take a guess. 2 projects already like half sewn with Moda fabrics. It went for $3. Sharon Weber got that for $3. Here's some upholstery fabrics that went for $8. More upholstery fabrics that went for $11. Peggy scored this one for $3. Black and white upholstery fabric for great for tote bags. This one was that cute one. So I just gave these to the kids to put online. So because I was busy with Quilts for Soldiers, so I was trying to keep them busy. But look at how adorable these stockings are. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this gingerbread house block. That all went for $15, I think, to Linda ABC. It's crazy. I think because it was the first time, people didn't really know what it was. So next time, go on Fabric Chicks Stitch Along for the weekend, and then you can bid on these too. So Linda got those for $15. Linda got the a couple of yards of red, white, or blue patriotic fabric or blue fabric for $7. This mystery bundle here, pre-cut flannel squares. It's all flannel, but you got flannel, a couple of yards, maybe a yard of flannel fish, more flannel puppies, cute little woof woof. That went for $3 to Linda ABC. Hey, Phyllis, thank you for sharing, Laura. We appreciate it when you guys share. Then Stephanie got this mystery bundle of stuff, and Linda ABC got this bag of yardage. This was another one that I was like, oh my God, it's crazy. This pattern and the kit to make that wall hanging went for $6. This a half yard. This one nobody bid on, so we'll do that today. But just so you guys know who the winners are and to expect it in your baskets. This one, Linda ABC bid $7. It's 9 black and white fat quarters. This one we haven't had in a long time, but that's a Janet Wicker Frisch one. This one, people ask me, we have it in a shirt. People ask me all the time if we still have that one, but it just showed up here. But all these Quilt Shop quality fat quarters went for $9. And then this one was when we had, this was super popular when we had it in the shop. There's a half yard of that. All of that went for $7. So make sure you tune in next Friday for the auction, because you just never know what we're going to put on, because we don't even know what we're going to put on. So that is the auction from last week. Well, from the weekend. We're not doing a demo today because no good deed goes unpunished. And I was washing dishes and I pinched a nerve in my back, so I can't really move. So I've already been to the chiropractor, but I'm going to go again right at 5. Twice in one day. Hopefully that will make it so I can get out of bed or get off the toilet. So we're just going to do an auction today. So we're going to do this one, which is the one nobody bid on the other day. Okay, let's see what's in here. It looks like the corners to a project. So you can lay these out any which way you want. So all kinds of scrappy things. You can piece them together, create your own fabric, put them in tote bags. It's like chevrons. So these are pieced together. So somehow these ones go together to form this diagonal, I think. So I think this is what you're working towards. You've got a lot of them already pieced. You know how it is when you piece it on the, oh my God, look, somebody could have gotten this for $3, but not one person bid on it. There's more of the strips. There's more of the diamonds already made. Some 2.5-inch strips, some of the leftover corners, some 2.5-inch strips, some more of the diamonds. OMG, this was going for $3. You guys, sometimes when it says mystery, you gotta just have a leap of faith for $3. There we go. Hi, Beth, was on the wrong day. It seems harder to get on these days. Oh, well, social media is just social media. Here's some green squares. It looks like 6-inch squares here. Quite a few of those. Like maybe a Hawaiian quilt was in the works. And then here's some 2-inch squares of some neutrals. Then you have the layer cake that goes with that. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't think we can do it at $3 anymore now that I've opened it up and looked. You guys should have ran with it when the kids were putting it together. And then here's a Christmas. It looks like they were doing kaleidoscope quilts. So see how that's the half of the kaleidoscope? So you could probably get a table runner out of the Christmas kaleidoscope. And then more of the neutrals and more of the squares. Okay, let me get a number on this for you. Mary Min says she'll bid $3. I think it's going to go for more than $3 now, Mary, now that everybody sees what it is. Okay, hang on a second. Because I need the number. Okay, 1333. Let's go for $13 because I think it's worth $13. And it comes with a cute little carrying case. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on here since Victor's at $10. S1333 is at $10. I'm going to go back and write down for batting so I don't have to watch this again tonight. Oh, well, Kathleen, Southern California can't catch a break from the wind. Okay, Caroline Gavernich. If you want batting, we have scraps of bamboo and 80/20 batting. We're just throwing it in your baskets for free today because I'm trying to clean up. Okay, let's see. Welcome, everybody. Oh, perfect, Leslie. Leslie says she got her auction fabrics last week and she's planning what to do with it. No, so Elaine, you don't have to instant message me with the bids. You can just put them in the comments below the photos. So it's just like a regular sale here. You just put S, whatever the number is, and then how much you want to pay. So literally everything went for like pennies, but it was the first time. So maybe in the future, people will be looking for it. That's what I'm hoping, is people will be looking for it. And then we'll just keep adding more and more stuff to it, because it's something we can do when it's a little bit slow here. Not that I know what it's like to be slow, but the kids apparently they don't just see what needs to be done. We got to make a list for them. Okay, Carolyn and Riri for the batting scraps. I've got more. If anybody else wants free batting scraps, just let us know. 1333 is at $15. So we're trying to keep quilting affordable for you guys. As you know, the cost of fabric just keeps going up and up and up, but we still want to create. And I think if we're frugal, then we can still buy everything we want. We just, it's like anything with today's times, with eggs being more, we just have to be smarter about what we spend our money on. Okay. Oh, good, Sharon. I think it was good. So with the auction, I'm gonna start putting this stuff away. S1333 is at $15. 1333 is at $15. You've got quite a bit of already sewn strips for some kind of a star. And then you've got part of a layer cake, and you have a One Block Wonder kaleidoscope quilt going on here. You've got them already pieced together. So if you haven't done a One Block Wonder, you line up all the blocks like this. Let me see. Like this. And then this one would go here. So it's it's not missing. I don't have the right one. So you line them up like this. Okay, I've made so many of these, I should be able to figure this out. It gets lined up like this, and then you sew. Oh, here, this has to go this way. So then you sew this. The seam goes down the middle of the half, which then creates the hole. So then this seam would line up with this one. We could do a class on that again. We did them with panels, which turned out amazing. So you've got two projects. You've got this green Hawaiian one, which you got a ton of squares left of that for some project. You've got the neutrally colors here. So quite a bit of stuff here. S1333 is at $18. Let me put Fran down here for some free batting. And so with the silent auction, we're going to be doing that on Fridays. It doesn't matter what time we get it up. Like, don't worry about it, because it runs through Sunday at 6 o'clock. So Sunday at 6 o'clock, I'll go through and I'll take screenshots so that I know who the last bidder was. We did have a couple of bids that came in after 6 o'clock, but we just disregarded those. So 6 o'clock on Sundays is when the live ends. It's kind of like we should maybe have the live end Monday during the show so you can see what you won. But that would make things too complicated. So I say stick to 6 o'clock. We got to make things simpler around here. Okay, 1333 is at $18. Hey, Lynn, how are you? 1333 is at $18. And then we have some other auctions. This is S1301. It's a yard of fabric. It is this cute little red, white, and blue, patriotic, but not for soldier. It's very kiddie-ish, super cute. It would be great for 4th of July or Memorial Day if you wanted to like make pillows or something for your house for a patriotic holiday. So S1301 is a yard of Marcus Brothers fabrics. A yard of Marcus Brothers fabrics, 1301. 1311 is a yard and a half. This is fairly thin fabric. It's not like typical quilt shop quality fabrics. There's a yard and a half, except for that little square cut out down at the bottom. So a little tiny square at the bottom is missing, but otherwise it's a yard and a half. S1311, S1311 is a yard and a half of this cute little baby fabrics. 1311, 1311. And let's see. Oh, we've got some teddy bears that you cut out and then you stuff them for little Christmas teddy bears. You can embellish them. You can do all kinds of fun things with them. It has 1291. One of them is already cut for you. 1911 is already cut for you. 1291 for $5. One is cut for you and one is not. But remember what I'm always telling you guys is to trace the pattern, and then you can make this bear out of any of your fabrics. Put a couple of eyes on him, and it's a super cute, really easy. I know a lot of times people want to make memory bears, but you don't have to make the complicated ones with the movable arms. You could just take the person's clothing that you want to make a memory bear from, the t-shirts or the flannel shirts. Flannel shirts I think would be better. And just make an easy bear, tie a bow around it, and they have something to hang on to. So S1291, make sure you make a pattern so that you can make a quick and easy bear. This is what it looks like, cut out and sewn. It just needs to be stuffed. So you've got one already done. You get both of these in this auction. S1291. 1291 is the bear. 1291 is the bear. Okay, let's see. Oh, they're not really bidding, are they, Devin? Okay, 1291, Anita. What do you want to bid on the bear? 1291, 1291. 1333. We're gonna close that up. 1333 is Mary Mims for $18. So Peggy Driscoll sent me an email of a blog post or something that she had read. Do you see the tape? Anyone? Oh. Peggy Driscoll sent me. It's kind of funny because I'm not really a millennial. I'm not really sure what I am, but the different mindsets of the different generations. I think I'm an old soul, but so some of the newer quilters, they're very much minimalist, and so the article was talking about destashing. Like if you she used the word stable, which is stash that will outlive you or something. And she was talking about it like it's a bad thing. And I have mixed emotions about it because I think you do have to have a stash. You do have to have enough of your paint. I call it your painter's palette. You have to have enough of your painter's palette to be able to go into your sewing studio and create. But I don't necessarily think, the quilting market, I've been in the industry for 30 some odd years. And in the last 15 years, I guess, we went from like 2 releases of new fabric lines a year to like 6 releases of new fabric a year. Well, none of us can sew that fast. And we all want what's the newest and the greatest, but we just can't sew that fast. So I think we just have to be more conscientious about actually sewing, like getting off of our Pinterest and Facebook. It's good to I set a timer or something, because I know I'm guilty of this. I'll sit down just to like relax for 5 seconds, and then before I know it, it's been like 2 hours and I haven't done anything. So I think for me, I'm going to set a timer so that I can only scroll and be inspired for so long, and then I have to actually go sew. Okay, $12.91. No, that's your little lecture for today. I can't agree completely with the no stash at all, but I think that if you have to get a, I had a customer who actually rented a storage unit for her fabric stash. So if you have to get in your car to go retrieve a piece of fabric that you know you have, that might be too much. Okay, $12.91. $12.91 for the beer is going to Anita for $8. Anita for $8. 1301 for the cute. Oh, Rhonda and Jenny. Rhonda's at $5. Jenny's at $6.
Rhonda's at $6.
Okay. Rhonda is at $6. Rhonda, your post on Fabric Chick Stitch Along totally cracked me up. I thought that it was the real baby in that cuddle up blanket, and I kept looking at it thinking, I don't know, like he's so perfect. But then I read your post and it said you used a doll to see if it was going to be the right size. I love my stack and got a project together with it today. Oh, perfect, Leslie, perfect. Okay, 1311 for Sharon Weber for $10. Sharon Weber for $10. I don't know what we could do to actually get more sewing in. Like when I super stay focused upstairs, I can bang out a lot, but it's really hard to stay focused and not say, oh, let me go down this rabbit hole. But Facebook is what gets me every time. Here, I'm gonna have to take this into this room. Okay. If you want this, this is free. If there's too many of you that want it, I'll do a drawing. But this is a DMC Creative World little binder, and then it unzips. It zips around. I think it's missing. It does have a couple of pages for you to slip your embroidery floss into, but it does have pockets here and pockets here. So, and a little pocket here with like a felt kind of a design board or something. Maybe you put your project in here. If you want the DMC carrying case, just let me know, and I will. Well, probably as old as your daughter. We'll put that in your basket. Okay, these are two that did not get bid on during the silent auction. So there are 9 fat quarters here, and we have 2 bundles. So we're just going to start it at $25. That is less than $3 a fat quarter for quilt shop quality. If you like reds, blacks, and grays, that is bundle 1, S1251, S1521, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this one only has 8, so I'm going to make this one $22. This one only has 8, so $22. S1241, 1241. So I think they all have the same one, except for this one had 2 of this. I don't know. Okay, so 1241 is $22. 1251 is $25. 8, 9 in one, and 8 in the other. So quilt shop quality. I don't know what quilt shop. Well, it says Hancock Fabrics, but it has a good feel. I would not have thought it was Hancock's. Exclusively for Hancocks. Okay, 1241 is at $22 for 8 fat quarters, and 1251 is $25 for 9 fat quarters. And okay, Jenny, you're gonna get the embroidery thing since you're the only one who commented that I see. Okay, and if you guys know of anything else you want to do, let us know, and we will incorporate it into our madness here. I have another panel. It is a thin fabric, S1281. Oops, I put this on the wrong side. Hang on a second. 1281. 1281 is cute little ducks. I feel like this was a TV program when I was a kid, but I don't really remember. 1281. 1281 is $5. 1281 is $5. Oh, it said it was copywritten in 1992 by Susie Spafford. Susie Spafford, 1992 era. S1281. So if you do community quilts, this is a great, easy project. 1281. The auction is starting at $5. 1281. The auction is starting at $5. 1281. The auction is starting at $5. We got three of you at $5. Three of you at $5. Okay, here are some already pre-cut squares. They're 6-inch squares, but it looks like they were cut with a die cut. It's just a variety of fabrics, so different themed. You got pinks, purples. What are those? Green candy corns? You just never know what's going to be in a bundle, okay? So here we are. There is a bunch of these. If you're going to make a scrappy quilt, this is perfect for that. S1261 is a pile of 6-inch squares. 1261 is a pile of 6-inch squares. 1261 is $5. 1281 is at $7. 1281 is at $7. So the baby quilt is at $7, and we have no takers. 1251 and 1241. Gosh, I'm gonna fold these up really pretty and then sell them at full price out in the shop. Like this one, 1251 is like normally $36 in the shop, so that's a $9 savings. Okay, let's see here. 1261 is at $6. 1281 is at $10. 1281 is at $10. Then we have a bag of jeans, but this is not a part of it, but I just wanted to show you. This is a super cool, easy. They just cut out the back pockets, seamed it together along the center, and then lined it with the insole bright, and then it is a pot holder. Super easy pot holder, okay? So we have a bag of jeans. There are very worn jeans, but there's still a lot of good parts to it. It looks like they patched up the rear end several times. I'm not sure. They're pretty rough on the rear ends, but the legs are good, and you could cut out the pockets for the pot holder. We've got a pair of little shorts. We've got another pair of jeans, another pair of jeans, another pair of jeans, and then it looks like they tried to cut stuff out and make something with it. So I put the numbers right here so I would have them. I don't know what happened to them. S051, $3. S5011, S5011, S5011 is for I will take the first bunch. Okay, Evelyn, the $25 one or the $22 one? I think the $25 one. Evelyn. Okay, perfect. It has your name on it, Evelyn. Okay, so the jeans are S5011. S5011. Okay, perfect. I got it. 1261 is at $7. The 6-inch squares is at $7. And week number 3 is Mr. Class, or work on what you want to accomplish. Oh, so for tomorrow, for Victor's class, anybody's welcome to join us. Just let us know if you want the link. It's $15 if you come just for the day, or $45 for the month. And we will be doing a mystery class, or you can just work on your UFOs. It's kind of nice for 3 hours to have the time set aside to work on your own projects. We're there to help you if you have questions. I know that there was some talk. I've got a bunch of people who want to do t-shirt quilts. So Of course, now that I've made one t-shirt quilt, I guess I'm an expert. So if you want help, the t-shirt quilt I did actually did turn out really, really great. I've had two people come in who've seen it, who've asked for me to do t-shirt quilts for them. But I'm not in the market to do t-shirt quilts, I don't think. Although once you figure it out, I think the next one would be a lot easier. Okay, S5011 for the jeans is at $3. Jean legs make a great wine tote. I'm having a hard time picturing that. Oh, look at, here's some Guess jeans. Oh, look, who doesn't want a pair of Guess jeans? And it's even got the little label on it. So Peggy, does it matter if it's boot cut or boot cut seems like it would be too wide? Would it be better for like skinny pants? Skinny legs?
No, stop.
Remy is literally pushing Devin over. So that could be why the camera is a little bit jiggly. She's so much sometimes. Okay, let me clean up some of this stuff so that we can make room for more stuff. Okay, the 6-inch squares, 1, 2, 6, 1. 1, 2, 6, 1 is $7 to Tina. Fee for $7. And then 1, 2, 8, 1 is to who, Devin? You're gonna have to scroll back a little bit. It's
Rhonda.
1, 2, 8, 1 is Rhonda for $10. Okay. Rhonda, that little baby boy is gonna have so much. Okay, and then the jeans are going to 5011. Jenny Duarte for $3. Jenny Duarte for $3. And then the next one we're going to show you is, I know you have to stay tuned because you never know. Show hot plate mitt again out of the jeans. Okay, just a second, Jenny. So what they've done is they've taken, we used to have a pattern for this, but I don't know where it is. But what they've taken, I don't even remember the designer, so we could reorder. But they've taken two pockets, they've seamed it down the middle, and then they took a lining and Insulbright. They cut it the same size as whatever this measures. You're going to cut this the same size. Then you're going to leave an opening, I would assume. If I were making it, I'd leave an opening. I'd turn it inside out. And then they top stitched it down the center just to give it a little bit more stability. And then they top stitched around the outside edge. Before they flipped it inside out, they put a belt loop in here for the thing for you to hang it on. So super easy. I mean, we all have jeans we don't want to throw away. I mean, you could even get crazy and do some applique on the pocket or some embroidery to make it cuter. There's all kinds of things you could do with that, but super cute idea. Okay, I gotta put this aside so when Devin ships out, he doesn't ship my pot holder with it. Okay. And for those of you who missed Doris's class, I sent you the link, but I sent it right before I left for the chiropractor. Doris wrote down step-by-step directions to get you started, so I'll throw those in your baskets. But you can always let me know if you have questions and we can get you caught up. Okay, here's another bag of fun stuff. This actually looks like we had that in the shop at one point. It's like a quarter yard or 12 inches of fabric. We've got scraps. These look like some of these could be scraps from here. I don't know. It looks like a lot of fabric from here. Who knows? But it literally is a ton of fabric. So if you need to beef up your blues section, this is a great one for that. Although this is probably a fat quarter in there. Here's a cute little seashell. I think this is a fat quarter also. of a border print, seashell border print. Just a lot of variety, a lot of good blenders. Here's some 4-inch squares of little vintagey. It would make a baby. You could make a small baby quilt with those 4-inch 30s reproductions. That feels like a fat quarter. And this is Robert Kaufman, probably a quarter, 12 inches maybe. So a bunch of scraps and bigger pieces of fabric. S2210. The auction is starting at $5. 2210. The auction is starting at $5. Oh wait, here's a roll that maybe was binding. It's 2.5 inches, so you've got a roll of pre-cut 2.5 inches for binding, I'm guessing. Okay, and then let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, this is cute. Okay, so Peggy just texted me. Look at how cute this little wine holder is. Well, I'll get up close so I don't have to open it right now. But look at how cute those jean wine bags are. Super cute. So just to give you an idea of what you can do with jeans, I do have a ton more jeans upstairs that we'll be working on bringing down here. We did have somebody request in Victor's class jean projects, so we will be working on that. We will be working on that soon. Okay. Here is another panel. We had this collection in the shop, but I don't know why this random panel is still here. 1271 is the auction is starting at $5. 1271. You could cut these apart and make little mug rugs, or you could cut them apart and make a quilt with it. You could put it as cornerstones in a quilt. There's a lot of things you could do with it. I probably should have saved this because somebody just did a military quilt with that green in it. So this could have been added to it for another row of borders or something. Oh, well, 1271 is at $5 for the panel. 1271 is $5 for the panel. And let's see. What do we have here? What do we have here? It's always a mystery of what's what. This is a magazine. No, it's a book. Quick Classic Quilts, 4 Patches to Feathered Stars. So you've got a book. It's just a classic book of some quilts patterns that have been around for 1 billion years. Those are in here. Snail's Trail, tons of quilts. So if you're looking for quilt patterns, this is a good auction to get. This is, I'm not sure if this was from that, but you've got a couple yards of this fabric here. I think it was being fussy cut out. I think they were fussy cutting out the flowers. Here is a border print. So this is cut for you to use as a border. It's pretty wide and there's several of those. So you've got 4 borders, it looks like. And then whatever else you want to do with, I'm not seeing any block sewn. So maybe they already did the project that they were working on. This is what their project looked like. So fussy cutting the center and then just doing cornerstones around it. There could be a pattern in here that is marked that shows you what they were doing or not. Maybe they were doing a 9 patch and then the flower was what was in the center, maybe. Or what's the other one? 1930s 9-patch. The other one that's marked is, nope, just how to cut stuff. So your guess is as good as ours. We're going to just start that auction at $5. 1, 2, 1, 7. The auction is going to start at $7 for the book and the fabrics. 1271 is at $7. 1271 is at $7. 2210. 2210 is at $8. Sharon Weber, that is a good deal. Sharon Weber at $8. And I'm going to try to get that all back in this bag. Okay, does anybody have any questions? If you're new to watching, we typically do a demo on Mondays, but today was not such a good day, so we're not. But we've got a fun auction. If you see anything you want, just type in S. S is you committing to buying it, and the amount you would want to pay. And then we try to leave it out there. We don't leave it for any specific time. So just kind of when I see that people aren't bidding anymore, like 1217. 1217 has no bidders. 1217 for the quilt book and the fabric is no bidders at $7. 127. Oh gosh, the numbers are so close for a dyslexic person. That is kind of brutal. That's a little bit brutal there. Okay, hang on a second. What happened to her tag? Did you see it?
Right there.
Okay. 2210 went to Sharon Weber for $8. 1217, there's no bidders. 1217, there's no bidders.
Yeah,
One,
there is.
there is? Oh.
Two. No, one.
1210. Oh, I got Elaine at $7. Elaine at $7. And then 1271, I have Evelyn at $10. Okay, I'm going to leave those out there for a minute. Remember, if you want free batting, just type that in and we'll get you some free batting. And then this, if you want this hat, it's free. If there's more than one of you, I'll do a drawing. It's a cute little hat with a skull and big studs, but it came to us without a closure. So you're going to have to put a elastic or some kind of a closure in there. But otherwise, it's a brand new hat that just needs to find a home somewhere, not here. 1321 is I just cut the flower out of this fabric, but this is good fabric. And the words, I thought people might want to use the words if they're doing art quilts and things. So I was just going to throw that in the dog beds, and then I thought you guys might appreciate it. So if you want to beef up your pinks, there's quite a bit of scraps. I would say, oh, well, here's some bigger scraps. There's some cute little novelty kitty cat fabrics. Remember, you can always sew your scraps together for backings. I know people don't think of that sometimes, but that is a great way to save a little bit of money, because who knows what the future entails. And we want to make sure we have enough to keep crafting. 1321 is at $10. Those are Disney cats. Okay, Elaine wants batting. Elaine. Okay, 1321 is at $10. 1321 is at $10. 1271 is going to Evelyn for $10. And then 1217 is Elaine for $7. Elaine for $7. And then the hat is Anita. Anita, how are you going to fix the hat? Although I did think about just pulling off the skull applique. I thought about pulling that off. But then I was like, I'm just gonna wreck the hat. I might as well move it on to a home that will love it. Okay. So when you get it fixed, bring it back and show us so you can teach us. So next time any of us have a problem like that, we'll know how to fix it ourselves. It won't be hard. Okay, perfect. 1321. 1321 is a lane for $10. A lane for $10. Okay. Those both go to a lane. Okay, let's see. Devin didn't bring me very many more, and I can't bend over to pick it up. Sorry. It's not looking pretty around here at Fabric Chicks. Okay, so these are those woven fabrics, so it's the same on both sides. So they have a little bit different texture than our printed fabrics. I think they're called homespuns or something. They're great though. A lot of them are like little prints, so they're great for appliques. They're great really for anything, but it's kind of hard to find them in such different, these are like ginghams. It's hard to find them in all the different colors. And then of course, here's like something we've just thrown in just because it was there. 1210. The auction is starting at $5. 1210. The auction is starting at $5. And I'm going to take this into the other room so it doesn't get in our way. Okay. Kathleen, I kind of knew you would bid on those. It's kind of funny. I know who's going to bid on what. That was Sharon Weber's. Devin probably is saying, well, that's enough, Mom. Yeah. Okay. Here is another grab bag of goodies. We've got some sewing pins. It looks like my brown selection of scraps. Here's some Australian fabrics. Here's football. This is a big chunk, probably like a half yard of that one. Some more of the Australian, some skulls, 49er fabric. Britex Fabrics. They made their own fabrics. This is a great store down in near Chinatown in San Francisco. It's like so many floors, like 13 floors of fabrics. So you got a ton of little, if you're fussy cutting, you can use it. Then here is a fat quarter-ish of a skyline with the Space Needle. Remy, no. Here's some wool fabric, a bag of, it says 70s cottons, but I'm not sure because I know some of those are not 70s. Some of those I had. So maybe they're retro-y and look like they're 70s. So a bag of more scraps, some more wool fabrics, paisley, San Francisco Giants, some dragonflies. Here is kind of some neutrals. I love these color palettes. They're just fun. This one we had, I think this one glows in the dark. And then here's some gray kitties. Look at they're drinking out of the pond. Minnie Mouse. It's an American Sewing Guild. I didn't know American Sewing Guild had their own fabrics created. So you learn something new every day. Woven places are often shorting fabric. Homespun is a coarse weave. Oh, shirting fabric, I bet she's saying. It's kind of a mix of both, Mary. Some of the bottom ones are more homespun. This one's definitely a homespun. And then these ones could be shirting material. These are homespuns. 1110 for $5. Just the Space Needle fabric is worth that. S1110 for the bag of stuff. what was this one? 1210. 1210 to Kathleen Rader for $5. Kathleen for $5. And then 1110, we got no bidders. I'll leave that out there for a minute. 110 is at $5. 110 is at $5. You've got a good collection of scrappy grays, scrappy oranges, a little bit of Australian fabrics, some focal fabrics. Thank you, Kathleen. Spell check doesn't like me either. Okay, so let's see. We've got one auction on the table right now, and I'll save those. I don't know where all of our freebies have gone. Oh, what? Okay, let's see. I got some. Whoa, Remy. Devin must not. Devin took Remy to go to the bathroom, but I think he makes her nervous, so she wouldn't go. So here she is, like laying in my lap, bulldozing me over, because she's got to go. Okay, here is some toll painting books. If you're interested, this one has some different projects. If you're interested in toll painting, you can also use the patterns as appliques for quilting. If you're interested in this one is number 1. Just put that you want number 1. There's one of these I have to show you because it's totally politically incorrect. No, this one is pretty. I think this one is just, when we all toll painted. Oh, you got some Indians in there. So this one is cute little, if you want that, number 2. Number 2. Okay, Riri wants number 1. Okay, the auction 1110 is, it's at $6. The auction is at $6. Okay, this is the one that is politically incorrect. Creative patterns. So you got this little Indian who looks kind of interesting. Where, I don't know which one it is, but we were all going through it and we were like, oh my gosh. I mean, look at that poor little ballerina's face. Her parents are making her go to ballet and she hates it. I don't know now that we're looking at it. Oh, this one. This is the little lady in the shoe who had so many children she didn't know what to do. Look at her face, and she's got like a beer butt here. She's spanking this kid. This kid looks like he's a snail. I mean, this would not fly in today's times, but it is good for a good laugh. So if you need a good laugh, we got book number 3. Oh, I got a bunch of you that want number 2. Number 3. Okay, we got a number 3 is here. Number 2, I'm going to put your names into a drawing. I got Jenny, Fran, Kathleen, and Mary. Okay. If you guys were here, I'd make you do a drum roll. So you're just going to have to do a drum roll in your head. Okay, Devin, can you pick a lucky winner out of there? Okay, Kathleen is the winner. Kathleen is the winner of number 2. Number 3, I've got Jenny and Victor for the inappropriate, the old lady who had so many kids she didn't know what to do. There's one more further back in there that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they were allowed to publish these things back then. Jenny and Victor. Okay, Devin. Pick the lucky winner. I got to tilt it towards me so we can't see who he's getting. Oh, Victor says let Jenny have it. Okay. All right. And then this one is Bloom Where You Were Planted. Bloom Where You Were Planted. There's one auction left on the table. I think it's S110 and it's at $6. Bloom Where You Were Planted, Mary Engelbright. You guys all remember her. So these are toll painting books, but I told the gal that our ladies can use them for applique patterns, or you guys might do different things. You might still do toll painting. You never know. But here's covered chairs. So there's more than just painting in there, but you could totally use that pattern if you're into applique with fabric or with wool. There's some great patterns in there. So that is book number, I don't know what number we're on, so we're going to make this number 6. Book number 6. 1110 is going to 1110 is Victor for $6. The skyscape was worth that, Victor. Victor for $6. And then I have some of the green sequins. We did not have this by the roll. So I'm just going to go through here and just throw these in your guys' basket. So everybody that ordered, we're going to throw those in your baskets. Maybe some of you who didn't order, if I have extras, I'll throw them in your baskets too, because we do appreciate that you joined us. Okay. Oh, we got 3 for book 6. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jenny and Victor, they're going to fight over who's going to give it to who. Okay, I've got Peggy C, Anita. Oh, Anita and I think Peggy's in there twice. Okay, Anita and Peggy C. Okay, let's see what we've got. Pull a name, Devin, pull a name. Okay, we have Peggy C. For this book. Okay, so those are freebies going in your guys' baskets. And then I will spread out this green sequins trim because we didn't have it on the bolt and I didn't have very much. So we'll throw it in your guys' baskets. Thank you for joining us. We do really appreciate that you choose to spend your evenings with us. We will see you again. We might do Devin said he was going to do a spontaneous live of me trying to walk up the stairs. But I told him that wouldn't be really funny because a lot of you guys can relate to having a pinched nerve. But poor Devin, I told him that I couldn't take a shower till he was around in case I needed help getting dressed. But luckily I didn't need any help. But you know, it's really bad when your mom needs your help. Okay, so that is, I hope they can too, Kathleen. I'm going back again tonight. I went this morning, but I'm going back tonight. So hopefully they can figure it out. But he was talking that it might need surgery, so we'll see. I don't think so. It is no joke whatsoever. You know when you can't get up off the toilet that there's problems, or when you can't even get out of your own bed, there's problems. All right, so that's the moral of today's story: is don't do dishes, don't try to do the right thing because no good deed goes unpunished. All I was doing was scrubbing a pot. All right, so we'll see you guys on Wednesday, if not before. Have a great couple of days. Go get some sewing done. Post it on Fabric Chick Stitch Along. We love to see what you're working on.